Today I'm going to show you how to make a turkey wrap with American cheese and honey mustard. For this recipe, you will need one 12-inch tortilla wrap, okay? So you may not find these very easily in the supermarket, but anything smaller will do as well, just lessen the amount of ingredients that are inside the middle. Right, so that is what our wrap would look like. You're also going to need 2 ounces of sliced turkey, 2 slices of American cheese, about 3/4 of a cup of mixed greens, a tomato. You need about 4 thin slices of tomato. We're going to make some honey mustard. So we have 2 teaspoons of mayonnaise, 1 teaspoon of mustard, and 1 teaspoon of honey. So let's get ready to prepare our sandwich. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to just mix up the mustard, the mayonnaise, and the honey, right? Just combine it all together. Taste it as you go along to see if it is at the correct flavor that you're looking for. If you want it a little bit sweeter, you can add more honey. If you feel like there's too much mustard overpowering the mayonnaise, you can add a little bit more mayonnaise as well. Right, so this is just enough for one sandwich. Next, we're going to slice our tomato. So this is a vine-ripe tomato. I always look for the most red looking tomato in the supermarket. If it's really pink and pale, it's not going to be sweet or flavorful, so you want to stay away from that. I'm just going to use the tip of my knife to take out the stem, and then I'm going to start to slice my tomato. I'm using a serrated knife because I feel like it is the safest option for when you are slicing tomatoes. You want to slice these tomatoes as thin as you possibly can. Let's just call it paper thin. I like to keep them nice and thin so that they don't overpower the sandwich or emit too much moisture to make the sandwich soggy. Placement is also important when you're putting together the sandwich. So let's put the sandwich together. There's 2 sides of the tortilla. There's a shiny side, that was the first side, and then there's like a rough looking side. The rough looking side is the inside of the sandwich. I'm going to take my honey mustard and I'm just going to spread it out all over the sandwich, okay? So you want to be able to have a little bit of the honey mustard in every single bite. I don't go all the way to the edge or all the way to the top of the bottom of the sandwich because I don't want anything to spill out. I want to keep the spread or the dressing contained inside of the sandwich. And if you put too much or if you go too close to the edge, what's going to happen is every time you have a bite, it could ooze out a little bit and become messy. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, about 1/3 of the way up into the tortilla, I'm going to put my 2 slices of cheese. Then I'm going to top the cheese with my greens. I washed and dried these lettuce greens really well before I started preparing my sandwich. Any greens that are wet or still have moisture are going to cause the sandwich to be soggy. So make sure you do this in advance. You can choose any green you like, but I like to make sure that it's a little bit crunchy of a green. Next, I'm going to put my thin slices of tomato. I do not like to put the tomato on the outside layer or all the way on the bottom because it will make the tortilla soggy. Then I'm going to lay out my turkey. Thin sliced turkey breast just from the deli counter in your local deli or supermarket. And I like to just lay it over all the ingredients like a blanket. Now I'm going to show you 2 ways to wrap this tortilla. The first way is that you can fold the tortilla over the ingredients and then pull it back to tighten the tortilla, fold in the sides, and then roll it tightly. The second way is that you can bring the 2 sides in and then take the bottom, fold it up about halfway, and then tighten it as you roll the tortilla. All right, those are the 2 ways you can roll your tortilla sandwich. It is important to make sure that it is rolled tightly so that the ingredients stay enclosed, but not too tight that you are going to break the tortilla shell. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the sandwich. I like to cut it on a bias or on an angle because you get a better looking presentation of your sandwich. If you want to use toothpicks that have frills on them to help them stay closed, you can do that. Just make sure if you're serving them to others, they are the toothpicks that have the frills on the top so that people can see them before they bite into the sandwich. Now there's so many different options when you're preparing a wrap sandwich. You can fill it with all different things like tuna salad or chicken salad, grilled vegetables. You can use other deli meats like salami, ham, roast beef, whatever you choose, and all different types of cheeses like cheddar, Monterey Jack, provolone, or my favorite, chicken Caesar salad. Well, I hope you enjoyed this recipe on how to make a turkey wrap sandwich. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell for notifications for when we post new videos.